executive and then
Okay, Mr. Chair, I'd move that we exit the executive session.
we have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And I'll go ahead and make the motion that we go ahead and,
And Mr. Chair, given my disclosure, do you want me to vote or would you like me to abstain?
I think that you're fine to vote. Honestly, you're not gaining financially off of this in any manner, so I'd go ahead and on case number 89000060.
That's 9-8, not 8-9.
Oh, that is. Okay, let's start this over. On case 98000060 and 98000226 and 98000260 that we forgive the amount owed. Have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Chantel, do you have that check in your office?
I have it.
Do you have a path forward with that to take care of that?
Yes, I've talked to all parties involved.
Need your signature on that one, John.
Yes, sir.
Need your signature on that. Or did you do it? Okay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Didn't realize it had gone back and forth. It had papers going everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now we need to go into the Board of Ambulance.
Mr. Chair, I'd move that we enter into the Board of Ambulance.
We have a motion. All in favor say aye.
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 Morning,
Welcome, Chief.
Commissioners. Ryan O'Hearn, Bannock County Ambulance District. I'm here today to ask for approval of a letter of notation with the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. This letter covers our naloxone leave behind program. Previously, we were supplied the kits and the naloxone by the department. They've changed their policies and now they're operating on a reimbursement basis. So we will purchase the materials for the kits, which is an airway mask, a little bag that identifies it as a naloxone, and some information, educational information. And then we will assemble the kits and they'll reimburse us for that cost. The naloxone is still provided for free as a project that goes from the state through the Kootenai County Fire and EMS Department. They're distributing the naloxone statewide.
Okay. So leave behind, what's,
So this, if we're on a call and we think that there could be any risk of opioid overdose, and this isn't just any potential illicit use, but even a patient that is on an opioid patch, a fentanyl patch or something, we could offer them one of these leave behind kits that contains naloxone, and they would be able to use that in the event that someone overdosed at that location.
and then it's a total of, the reimbursement would be $1,500.
Yeah,
How many kits can you make for that, or what's?
I'm not sure how many kits. I know that we've been participating in this program for about 18 months and we've distributed about 40 to 50 kits. So we don't anticipate exceeding the $1,500 amount. We would be able to stay well within that budget to accomplish the goal.
Okay.
And this runs through August of 2024.
Questions?
No, this is a program that saves lives, so.
It does.
And I did talk to Ryan, we're gonna run this through the city. So they'll just expend it through the contract monies and then the money will go straight to the city.
Okay.
So that there's no minimal purchases through the county.
Good.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I'd go ahead and authorize signature on the naloxone leave behind program.
Have a motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You talk to finance on that so that they know what's gonna happen. You want me to send it out?
I'll talk to Gene, or if you'd like to email. So,
I can
okay,
email him and just say that's what we discussed. And
great.
guess we should have made sure he didn't have any problems with it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. So it should-
Probably easier.
Yeah. All right.
Got another one?
I think there was, is it the ambulance, the write-offs?
The write-offs.
Write-off.
Yeah. These are write-offs for deceased patients that insurance has already paid on, and we've exhausted all means of internal collections. The only option now would be submitting those to collection agency, but we don't anticipate there being any recoverable amount.
Okay.
Do you guys use a collection agency?
We do, yes.
Questions?
Mr. Chair, I'd move that we authorize the write-off balances for deceased patients in the amount of $12,831.92.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you. All right, Tristan.
Tristan Borquin, Assistant Planning Director. I am just here to hopefully get a signature from you to use the Chubbuck City Chambers and their multipurpose room for our upcoming special meeting with our council members for the solar ordinance.
So I have a question. Why are we holding the special meeting in Chubbuck?
So they offer their facilities for free to anybody who wants to use them. And when we think it might be a large meeting and we know ahead of time that it's going to be a large attended meeting, we try to hold it there so that we have enough space for people to hear the meeting and be able to participate.
But everybody interested in this, or the vast majority, are down by Downey.
Right, so there isn't really any facility down there that we would be able to use our recording equipment to be able to hold a meeting anywhere else. The other place that we would hold it would be at our conference room in planning and development. That's where our meetings are typically held, no matter what the hearing is about.
The problem is your recording equipment?
Yeah, so because our conference room has recording equipment available, because we're required to record the meetings and then keep minutes of those meetings, and the city of Chubbuck offers that same ability to be able to record
You
the
can't do
audio.
this you can't figure out how to use recording equipment at the Downey Community Center or something like that?
Yeah, so our recording equipment wouldn't connect to, like our laptop, we wouldn't be able to connect our recording equipment that we have to be able to take it down there to do it there.
So about the school in Aramo?
It would be the same unless you're in a council chambers where you would have recording equipment capability. Like here, we hold them here sometimes when we think we're going to have a larger crowd, but even this room wouldn't facilitate the crowd that we could potentially have.
When we had our big meeting in Aramo, I think Emma was the one filming it, right? So could she not just come to wherever you have the meeting and film the meeting?
Potentially.
So is there other things on your agenda besides just?
No, that's the only
it,
item.
Just the solar. Yeah.
At this point, we've already noticed it. We would have missed our opportunity to notice it, and our moratorium would be lifted before we could get two public hearings in if we didn't already notice it last Thursday.
So I guess we're stuck.
And this is a countywide issue as well.
Yeah, it's not
a
just
South County
Downey.
issue.
This is a county ordinance, not a Downey ordinance.
Yeah, I understand all that, but the people that showed up last time, and that was a countywide meeting, the vast majority, I'm sure over 90% were from the south of the county. All right, I think we have no choice but to approve this and have the meeting, but I would like you guys to, if we have an issue that really there's a certain part of the county that's interested in it and going forward, I'd like to figure out how to hold it so it's convenient for them.
What time are you holding the meeting? 7?
5:15, just the
5:15.
normal council meeting time that we have.
Well, I say thank you for jumping right on it. I mean, we put you in a tight spot there, and you guys
Can you amend
jumped
that
right out there.
time?
I don't believe we can amend it at this point
So
without,
the meeting date wouldn't change, just the time, if you move it back a half hour for that?
Later.
Yeah.
I think you'd run into the issue of your 15-day notice requirement not being
Other
met.
than You could just potentially start later and people would just be there at 5:15.
Yeah.
Because I understand Commissioner Crowder's concern, and I get that. And I was just wondering if we moved it back to 6, to officially start at 6, that would kind of accommodate those that need to travel a little bit. Because that was kind of one of the things we heard, starting it down there in McCammon, the time we did, was the meet start time was a little bit too early for some people.
Yeah. I could talk to the council members and see. I mean, they are volunteers, so.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can push it back a little bit just to,
Well, we're gonna have a second meeting after that too. Public hearing.
Which will be held here.
I mean,
you know,
the opportunities are gonna be there.
yeah. If we can move it back, great. If not, then we'll
Yeah,
go where
I
we're
can
at.
talk to the council members and see if they're okay with holding it a little bit later, and then we can just have them there at 5:15 and just not start right on time.
Yeah.
Well, you could just post some notices elsewhere on your website and whatever, that it is anticipated to start a little later at this time. And on the door if they come in.
Yeah.
All I know is I want us to be correct and follow the law. I don't want a hiccup anywhere in this that says, well, you changed this and we didn't get notice. At least going back is better than going forward. I agree with
So
that, but
let's double check with Brian, make sure
Okay.
we can do that. If we can do that,
That
I think that
works.
would be a reasonable.
I appreciate all that you've done, and like I say, it's a tight schedule, but I want to make sure that we meet all the criteria as we go forward too. So, all right, a motion on this lease.
Mr. Chair, I'd move that we authorize signing the lease as presented.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Tristan, do you have a few minutes this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, would you mind, how much, we don't have much
Wait,
more, do we?
no, 5 minutes. Next, we have resolution 2024-14, and this is tax cancellation request. Comments?
No, Mr. Chair, I'd move that we pass resolution 2024-14 as presented.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Diane? Need a pen? All right, next, under letters, we have a request from Anita for cancellations, tax cancellations.
These are homeowners exemption removed in error and 2 properties that were valued incorrectly. So, Mr. Chair, I move that we authorize the tax cancellations as requested by the assessor.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
I did visit with her about the ones we didn't do last week, and she's gonna come on Thursday and meet with us and have that conversation. And then we have another request to use a facility out in Chubbuck, and this is for elections and poll book training.
Mr. Chair, I'd move that we authorize the contract for the Chubbuck City Hall as presented.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. And then we have, like, minutes, from February 6th and 8th and 13th.
Mr. Chair, I would move that we authorize or approve the minutes as presented.
Have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And with that being